Creatively Random. This is a different episode today. Obviously, it's a different set if you're watching the YouTube video. If you're just listening, probably sounds a bit different too.
Definitely.
We're not in an acoustically treated studio this week. We're in my living room. And we're playing Starfield. And it's a controller ASMR for you audio listeners. And if you're watching the video, you're probably seeing that we've got a bit of a... Actually, you can't even see how it's set up, so don't worry about it. It's professionally set up boom.
No questions asked. And
if you want to see the behind the scenes photo, go follow us on Instagram. All right, I'm playing. We're just jumping into a save that I already have going. I've been playing a little bit since it came out. I'm only level 11, so I haven't been playing heaps. But fire away. Shoot questions at me. I'll just keep playing, and we can just talk about it.
Yeah. So you say level 11. Mm-hmm. How many hours or minutes do you think you're into this so far?
I reckon I've done probably 10 hours.
Okay, good chunk.
Of gameplay, maybe.
Do you feel like you've explored outside of like the initial starter stage of this game?
No, I don't think I've even scratched the surface, to be honest, of like how much is to do in this game. I've only just got to the point of setting up, like, you can set up outposts. You can just go to any planet basically and set up an outpost. As long as it's in the wilderness, you can just start putting and building bases and stuff there.
Right.
And I just started doing that, and the game hasn't even like taught me to do that. I just explored a little bit and
figured it out.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But I'm like on a mission at the moment where I'm trying to, so you know that I forget the name of them. In Fallout there's those monsters, the massive ones. What are they called?
Yeah.
Death Claws?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the Death Claws. So in this game there's like an equivalent, what I assume is an equivalent. I haven't come across any other monsters yet, really. But there's a thing called a Terramorph, and it's essentially like a Deathclaw-esque creature, like a massive monster, really hard to kill. Okay. The mission I'm on at the moment is to get all these three factions, that are the main factions in the game, to work together to stop this like weird Terramorph spread. This like there's like a bunch of them that are just appearing out of nowhere and attacking cities.
Right.
And we're trying to work together to stop that.
Cool. So, what planet are you on? Are you on something? Like, did you have to travel pretty far from the start of the game to this planet, or is it just like next door?
This is like this is your main planet. So this is New Atlantis.
Oh, okay.
So this is in like, if we go to, it's called Jemison. Sorry, the city's called New Atlantis. Well, this is a good example actually. This is something that lots of people have complained about.
Yeah.
In Skyrim, the maps, the location-specific maps were really good.
Yeah, you could see everything.
Yeah,
from
like
the map.
You could see where doors were. You could see where. This is what if you're watching the video version, this is what the map looks like for location-specific areas. It's just a nightmare.
Even once you've explored or discovered it.
I've been all around the city. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, is that supposed to be terraforming?
It's like terrain, but it's even hard to see that it's terrain. And also, the terrains are relevant for like where I am currently. Like, I'm in a city. I don't need to see terrain. I need to see buildings and...
Is that you, that blue little thingy? It's so hard to see on the blue background.
Impossible to see. So you can fast travel with ship and stuff from here, but if you zoom out, then you get your planet view.
Okay, that's cool.
And then, there's all these different areas on each planet we can go to. You can just select any area. Well, I can't fast travel. I'm carrying too much stuff. Classic Bethesda thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can just select anywhere where there's a land. You can just select and you can land there. And then that's how I did the first outpost. I just went there and I just like landed, discovered around a bit, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to try the outpost thing. Started building an outpost.
Cool.
But yeah,
You haven't really left this planet?
I've left this planet a couple of times, but I haven't gone too far out. So if we go a little bit further out, that's like the solar system, Alpha Centauri. And then if we go out again, it's like this wide, really wide view of the solar system, and you can see there's these other, so Sol, that's another solar system, is Narion, and then there's a couple over here, Olympus.
But each of those dots is one, right? It's just the distance to travel, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so if I go to here, to Olympus, there's a whole other solar system with a bunch more planets and moons and stuff, and you can, like, I've never been to Hypnos. I don't even know if the hard thing is, like, I don't know where the game... I'm doing the main storyline. I'm also doing side missions when they come up. But I don't know which planets the game will take me to a part of missions and which planets I'll never go to and I'll have to explore myself.
Yeah, right.
Or moons or whatever. So it's pretty good. And I've taken the approach of just taking it really, really slow. Because I think if I tried to sit down and just do everything this game, I'd be here for years.
Yeah.
And I could be here for years just trying to take it real slow. But I just discovered that's where you can find your missions. I always thought you had to go into like the menu and then do another thing.
There you go.
But yeah, so I've been enjoying it so far. It's good.
Yeah, that's good. So looking at your screen, I can see you've got oxygen and everything on the left.
Yep.
You said you were carrying too much stuff.
Yeah.
Is that in a different menu?
If we go into, say, inventory here, you can see mass down the bottom left. 184 out of 160. So I've picked up a bunch of stuff while I've been on this mission. There's lots of components in this that can be used for crafting, which you just pick up while you're on the thing, but then they're quite heavy.
And is it stuff you can also resell? Like I remember in Skyrim and the other games, you would just like hoard stuff to sell it at a good price one day.
Yeah, you can sell all this stuff. Although, because it's used for crafting, I haven't really been selling anything that should be used for crafting at the moment. I'm trying to keep as much of that stuff as I can, and then I just like store it all on my ship when I get back to my ship, because you have like storage on your ship, and you can just store all that stuff there, all the resources and everything. And then there's the whole mining aspect of the game too. So when you go to planets where there's natural formations, you can use your scanner.
Yeah.
And you can mine like iron ore and phosphate and like all these different materials and use them to build.
Yeah, that's cool. That's another element to this game that they didn't really have in other Bethesda titles.
Yeah. I know crafting and building were kind of a thing in Fallout 4. I didn't ever really do much of it when I played it. But I think they've built on top of what already existed for Fallout 4 into this game. So
cool. And I'm guessing you can craft anything. So weapons, medicines, armor, maybe.
Yeah. So there's a whole class of skills for like each of those things. You have to unlock different skills to then obviously unlock recipes to craft different things and more things and whatnot. So the other thing too, if I go to I've got like a jump pack on, which I unlocked pretty early on.
Yeah, nice.
But it just does boost. It's not like I think maybe more unlocks you get like actual jetpack ability.
Like flying.
But at the moment it's just as a boost.
And you take full damage, so you have to...
Yeah, so just like you get your boost meters on the right, so once that depletes you got no more. But you just you can jump out of the water and boost just enough to like get across the areas and stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, I think the thing that amazes me most about this game is the environment. Like
it's world building, hey?
Yeah, like the world that is created through this game. It seems like something I'd love to explore, so I will play it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember Skyrim, even Oblivion, a little bit of Fallout 2 and 3, just running around like aimlessly, but also
and just like listening to conversations, and then just talking to random people, and I think that's what I mean. People have been. There's been lots of positive and lots of negative comments about this game, and I even thought the other day, I was like, I don't think I'd be a great reviewer because I'm pretty optimistic about things.
Yeah.
Like when I started playing, I was like, this is awesome. But everyone's like, oh, it just feels like Skyrim but in space. Like they haven't really done much new, and I'm like,
what are they expecting though? Like groundbreaking games.
Also, Skyrim was amazing, so who cares? Like even if it is just Skyrim in space.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of critiques like that for films as well, where it's like, oh, it's just this film but in a different setting, and it's like, what did you expect? Like, not every story is going to be completely original. Like we've touched on it before, nothing's original, so you're just reworking old things.
Yeah, and I think the story in this and like the different aspects of it and the world building as a whole is what people like about these games anyway.
Cool.
Like features and graphics and stuff, like you can look at this and be like, well, it does look better than Skyrim,
but at the same time, it's not like something.
And I'm also not playing on a PC on like ultra high settings either. I'm playing on Xbox.
Yeah.
So it's like optimized to run at, I think 30 or 60 frames a second or whatever on Xbox, but it's fine. Like I don't need it to be the world's best settings to enjoy the different aspects of the game.
Yeah, that's definitely the people that are all for seeing it in like the highest fidelity. That's like another type of gamer, because they just have the most insane PC to run things on, and they're not necessarily playing it for the same reasons we are. They just want to live in that space at the highest definition possible.
Yeah. So this is New Atlantis, and I'll go over to the ship so we can have a look.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's check out yours.
I haven't modified my ship at all yet.
So it's just the starter ship?
Yeah, it's called the Frontier. It's like the ship that you get at the very beginning.
I like that. I like the name Frontier.
Report to the Armistice Archive. I'm still doing this mission. I don't really want to do this mission right now. Let's
run around a bit. So what's your like so far? What do you think are some great things about this game? Like top 2 or 3 things that you've enjoyed or liked about this game?
The gunplay I really like the shooting and the weapons and stuff I found really enjoyable. And then that whole Bethesda upgrade tree. I mean, there was an upgrade tree in Skyrim, and if we look at this one, it's very different. Like you don't have to do, as you would do things in Skyrim, you'd progress like level 1, level 2, level 3, and you get up and up and up. This one, you actually have skill points that you earn by doing different things, and then you can spend every time you level up from an XP increase. You can then spend your skill points in whatever area you want.
Right.
So there's like a physical, social, combat, science, and tech.
Yeah, right. So
areas.
Are you saying you don't have to unlock that whole top row to then unlock something in the bottom? Just like obviously you need to unlock the rows, but that's done a different way, right?
No, like so I can I can just spend one more point.
Oh, okay.
So I just have to spend one more point in tech to unlock advanced tech skills. So each of those, I have to. There is like a certain amount of things you have to unlock in each of these, but each of these badges includes 4 ranks as well. Yeah. So like this is the boost pack training one, and I've unlocked 2 of those, and then I have like rank 3 that I can unlock, but I need to finish the challenges, which is boost jump 25 times while in combat. Yeah, right. And then I'd spend a skill point on unlocking that next rank.
That's cool.
So it's like that aspect of it, and then you've got all the ship stuff over here on the left, and then there's my ship. I can look at it from here. I can go to the cargo hold. I didn't realize I can do this from while I wasn't next to the ship, actually. There you go. I can look at all my stuff as well. And then if I go down here to like resources, you've got all these things that can be used for crafting. Yeah, right. And it doesn't look like I can actually transfer them to my ship while I'm not far away from it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I can look at my ship's cargo.
Yeah, that's good. Which would make sense. You would, in I guess a futuristic setting like this, you would know what's on your ship.
Yeah, that's right.
Or you would have the ability.
Okay, so if we go back to this surface map, as terrible as it is, we should... Oh, I can't actually fast travel because I'm holding too much stuff. So I need to get back to my ship. We can walk around New Atlantis a bit. And then, over on the left, that little dial, that's obviously like a compass, tells you what your different waypoints are and stuff. But then the CO2 level and the O2 level. So as you sprint, you're draining your oxygen, breathing more, and then your CO2 starts to kick in and it starts going red. And then if you like hit the max of that, you start losing health. Yeah, you're actually dying. But at the moment, I'm carrying too much stuff, so even walking around, I'm losing oxygen.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is better, though, than Skyrim. I remember in Skyrim, if you're carrying too much stuff, you just walk slow. Yeah. You can still run. You can still sprint. It just really drains.
It hinders other things. That's good.
So if you need to sprint, you can still do it.
Yeah, I remember in Skyrim, if you like suddenly picked up too many items, you'd just like jump in your inventory and chuck out a bunch of things that would just fall on the floor.
Yeah, it was the same concept. Like, I can just get rid of some stuff now. I just don't want to have in my inventory. I think I want to keep most of it.
Yeah. No, take it back.
I probably got like... Oh, there's my character. Why is she naked? Where's her clothes? There you go. I probably got some like crap in here. Digipicks are like lockpicks in Skyrim.
Cool.
So you can do like
lock picking.
I got a dinner plate. Probably don't need that. Drop that. And then you got all these things that have 0 mass that are like story. Don't need those pill bottles. I mean, there's like 0.5, 0.2 Solomon's maps. I picked up this. I want to keep this. I want to try and put it in one of my bases when I get a base.
Like on something. Very cool.
Get a base going.
Well, let's keep running to your ship because shorter episode today, but...
Alright, it's over here.
But yeah, what else? So, gunplay, something you like, and the skill trees.
Yep. And, what else? I haven't explored too much more yet. I'm really enjoying the, like, width of planets you can go to. I think I haven't really encountered too many spaces that seem to be the same yet. Like, I know people were a bit worried about, because it's all procedurally generated, that everything would just kind of feel the same, and when you get to planets that'd be like empty, there'd be nothing there.
Yeah.
But I think the reason that Bethesda gave was that that's what space is kind of like. It's like usually these planets are desolate.
Yeah, there's nothing on every planet.
And I think there's enough stuff on each planet to, like, there might be an outpost like 2 kilometers that way that you can scan but not see exactly what it is, so then you can actually go to it, and usually it's got like, there's spaces there or pirates there or whatever, and you fight them, and then there's loot there. And
cool.
So I've been enjoying that aspect of it, I think, the desolation. So this is
very cool.
Vasco. He's a companion that you can have, and then I've currently got this guy Sam following me around the moment. And then this is the ship.
Very cool. Completely customizable.
Yeah, so the customization bit is pretty cool. This navigation console, which you don't really have to use. It's just like a way to get to your map in physical space.
Now, something that I had seen, you've obviously got companions on the ship already, but these are just people part of a faction that are helping you or something, is that right?
Sarah, actually all of these guys, Sarah, Sam, this is Sam's daughter, Cora. All of these guys are a part of Constellation, which is a part of the main story arc of the game. And that's like the Explorers. It's a space exploration group.
Yeah.
And without giving away too many spoilers, there's like a pivotal thing that happens at the beginning of the game that kind of draws you into being a part of the group. So that's where you kind of get the ship from, and then you meet them and you start doing stuff for them.
Yeah. How easy is it to fly around, like pilot the ship?
That's probably the bit that I've been like struggling with the most, to be honest, is piloting. I think I just got to get a little bit better at it. There is like a training simulator you do when you join the Vanguard, which is like the UC, the United Collective. That's one of the factions. You can become a Vanguard, which is essentially like a soldier, like a policeman, like a volunteer policeman. But then this is space, so you got like your internal view, and then you've also got like this outside view. And then you can apply or like segregate your power to different aspects of the ship.
Yeah.
It's like if you're on combat, you don't need anything in your grav drive, because that's just for like
jumping,
warping, through space. But then you obviously you need a bit of weapon stuff, and then shields and engine. And then you just adjust your speed with the left stick up and down, and you can turn with the right stick and boost.
Yeah, cool. Does it seem pretty easy and fluid, that whole system, bottom left?
Yeah, it does. I feel like usually when you're grav jumping, you're not in that much of a rush. So like you usually have time to like take a few things away and then add them to your grav jump. Like we can just go to a random planet and have a look. But so if we go to let's go here, let's get Narion.
And do you know if these are lit up or titled because they're within jumping distance?
I think that's the case. These are little ones as well.
But you can't get there.
Or I don't know if these are because maybe they just have actual bigger planets, like story planets on them, because I don't think I can get to this one,
Not yet.
I have to jump through all of those points to get to here.
Yeah.
Unexplored route. Yeah, see, I think I have to go to like this planet first. Yeah, to this system first before I can actually even go on any further.
Yeah.
So the grab jump pops up like this.
Yeah, very cool.
And then you shoot through.
I do like all the techie UI graphics and such, even though they do lean into it.
From a design
pretty hard.
perspective, it looks good.
I didn't ask, but character creation and ship creation, I assume ship not so much, but how long did it take you to create your character? Did you try not to spend too much time in it?
I actually got my wife to do my...
Oh, very cool. How long? What'd she do?
Just as a bit of a couples bonding experience.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, I feel better about sitting down playing Xbox games for hours if she is involved in some way.
Yeah, of course.
So she tried to make herself.
Right. No, very good.
I don't know if it fully turned out and looked exactly like her.
Well, is she blonde hair or?
Well, that's the blondest. It's either that or it's white.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So like.
Yeah,
it looks like
that's pretty good.
Kind of generic white lady, but.
That's pretty good.
A little bit there. But yeah, so she did that, and then if your right bumper is just your scanner, and this is the thing that kind of gives you access to like if I open my scanner, it's a faster way to use the maps, and then I hit A on something, I can open the planet map on the planet, and then I can land anywhere. I think there's a moon actually, probably, but I just just tap anywhere and I just hit land.
So does it feel pretty like you could do almost anything? Like you could play this game in the sense that you're super critical, you scan everything, like you try and be really meticulous about what you're doing, but then other times you can just literally fly into the planet and do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think that's why it's such a good game, is because depending on what your what you want to do in the game is really up to you. Like if you don't want to do any mining, I think eventually you might have to, but if you just wanted to follow the game, do the missions, fly around, keep this same ship forever, never customize it, you could do that and you'd be fine. Yeah. But if you really wanted to like get into customizing and having an outpost and stuff, I've taken my helmet off, so I'm dying.
Is it pretty easy to switch? Yeah, you just equip it all.
Yeah, so I've got a few different helmets going on here at the moment.
I'm surprised it doesn't automatically equip.
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay where like when people are on planet, they're wearing normal clothes, but then when they go into the menu, they got their spacesuit on, and I don't know how they did that.
Right,
but like
so
it's automatically
like a visual
off
thing.
There. So this is one of the this is a moon. I probably went to the most unisolated planet in the whole game for this example.
That's right.
And it seems to be quite cold here or something.
Yeah.
Solar. I might be too close to the sun. Like burning up. But yeah, there's gravity's different on all the planets depending on the planet where it is in the solar system. Like
that's cool.
Obviously less gravity here, not much going on. But then you can use your scanner to kind of find resources like this. You can scan them, and then.
And how do you mine? You just pull out a tool.
Yeah, there's a thing called it's like a drill type thing. Cutter. And
is there any like quick shortcut function to any of these, or is it that process?
D-pad is these are all assignable slots.
Right.
These are all weapons at the moment. I haven't done much mining, but then you just do that, and then you get nickel.
That's cool.
And then that's kind of the mining aspect of it. Oh, so there's a ship over there.
And what you with those
probably had people on it that could go and get. And then over there, if you see the 700 meters, something.
Yeah,
there's
cool.
something over there that I could go and look at.
Yeah. And I'm guessing when you're mining those things, you're using those resources to craft things or fuel things.
Yeah, most of these resources are for the base building aspect of it, I think. Like building machines. Because you can build then mining machines that mine. Like if I put a machine here, it would mine nickel and cobalt for me. All after is X. You can... this is extreme planet because of the environment, but you can make an outpost, and then you can start putting down mining machines that get those resources for you, so you don't have to like manually walk around and do it.
Cool. yeah, I'm really excited to jump into this because there's a lot going on.
There's heaps.
I think
endless. This game is. That's why it feels a bit overwhelming, to be honest, at times, because you're like, this is chaos because I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
And I think if you just stick to missions initially,
just to get your bearings,
guide of like it kind of teaches you along the way the different aspects of it, because one of the missions will require you to like craft a thing for the mission, so then you learn crafting, or
cool.
Or you have to go to an outpost, then you learn outpost, whatever. Like so there is those aspects of it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just really excited to dive into space and get lost in probably flying around most. Like, I don't know about you, but even for Skyrim, like I did a lot of the main quest side of things, and then I just like veered off and did my own thing.
Yeah.
And I would just run around at times, either upskilling in certain trees, or just like exploring and finding little random side quests and all sorts of stuff. So I think my Starfield experience will be very similar, where I may never finish the main story.
Yeah.
And just get lost in this.
I don't know how much it actually unlocks for you. Like, I know there are skills in the skill tree that allow you to do like sprints, like super sprints, and you can do jumps and stuff. Like, there's definitely aspects of it that help you get to different areas, or like as you upgrade more, you can unlock better doors or more advanced doors or whatever. But I know in Skyrim, like having the shouts, like when you got through the main storyline and getting all the shouts and stuff was pretty useful for the rest of the story. But I don't know how much, like at the moment there's not really anything tied to the storyline as an ability. It's just a story, but there could be, because you do have these experiences throughout it. So I see this thing over here. I don't know what this is. I'm trying to figure out what this is. I
was saying, you're still traveling towards it, right?
Yeah.
Like that whole time we were talking, you were flying, even though it looked like you weren't.
No, I'm going 130 k's an hour at the moment. Like, I could take away all my weapons stuff.
Because it's one of those things where space is massive, obviously.
Get a bit more speed going.
So you're going to be traveling for a long time. That's why I guess those cutscenes are in like very convenient spaces when it's like a big jump.
I think they said you can actually like fly, as like you could fly to a planet eventually, and then once you get close enough to surface, it will land for you. But
it's just faster at this point.
It will take you ages to get there. Like, I feel like I am getting close to this thing, but it could just be like an asteroid or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably is.
But yeah, it's been good. It's been really enjoyable so far. I think I'm just taking it like piece by piece, because it's such a big game, and you could play it. I mean, if Bethesda's not releasing another game for 8 years or whatever, you could probably be playing this the whole time and never fully experience all of it. But yeah,
awesome. Well, I think we'll definitely do another episode of maybe character building, or we just spend an hour learning all the different things you can change in that setting. And even the ships, that's like a whole...
Yeah, we didn't even get into the ship building, and then like there's every person that you meet that you can then come on board your ship. You can assign them to different parts of your ship, or you can have different skills, or you can assign them to your outposts. If you have outposts that are currently happening where like there's research on one or whatever, you can assign people depending on their skills to different outposts.
Wow. There's so much depth to this.
It's like a space shooting game, adventure game, coupled with like a space simulator game. Like, cool. Well, thanks for watching this or listening, depending on how you did. We got there eventually, recorded on the Xbox, so hopefully you enjoyed this different episode of Creatively Random. Obviously a little bit different to what we're used to, a little bit less planned, a bit more organic, just kind of playing a game and talking about it. But we might do some more Starfield stuff in the future, if everyone's interested in that.
There's lots to probably dive into. I'm not geeking out at all about any of the design stuff yet, so we can go into that another time.
I haven't even got there, and there's so much in the game. So, but we appreciate you listening. Our Creatively Random theme music was created by Scott Baker, and this wasn't recorded at Pimwell Studios, but we will shout them out because we get to record there every other episode, and this was recorded in my living room. So thank you to me, I guess,
and your wife
and Michael for coming over and helping set up and being involved. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.